What is up, boys? Boys and girls. Let's see if this music is too loud. I still haven't gotten these audio levels fixed. I'm going to put it at 20 on my computer. I have it turned down on here. Hopefully it's not really loud. I want to be able to hear it, though. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, let me turn LinkedIn off. You should not be able to see me right now. You should be able to see this beautiful stream starting soon screen that I put together. It's disgusting. And I just want to do this so I have the opportunity to go in here and share it on Facebook and have some. Oh, that's fucking nice. I'm looking at it on Facebook. It sounds like just some random dude talking right now because you can't see me. But that is really cool. Nice little vibes going with the music. I am really enjoying this. All right. I could put a countdown on there, but I don't have a good enough thing yet. So let's get started. Hi. That was pretty cool. I think it's not really in focus. Hi. All right. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. What do you say? Okay, so I didn't stream last night on Wednesday. Today is Thursday, technically Friday at 1 a.m. So this is going to be brief. I don't know if I'm going to have to work at the restaurant tomorrow or not, so that's always fun to not know my fate in that regard. But what do you say let's just dive into it? Whoosh. Fucking love streaming. This is so cool. I need to get more eyes on this and get more playing around. Oh, I see a little problem here at the top though. I got this little Twitch guy up here. I see that. Actually, I have a way to fix that. I know why that's happening. Should I just fix it right now? Let's fix it right now. Why don't we do that? This would be a cool like little segue thing. This isn't going to take long. So if we go to Stream Elements, if anybody gives a shit about how you stream, if you go to Stream Elements and you can see like the stuff back here, there's a thing called My Overlays. And if you go to, I believe it's going to be this one right here, because this is the one I just made. Although this doesn't make any sense because this is, no, it would be, I don't actually know how that got there. It's got to be screen share, but I didn't do anything on the screen share one unless it's YouTube. Oh wait, okay, well I don't know how the hell that got there, but that's what it is, and that's the problem. So deletion and save, and now it's gone over there because that's how that works. There's your quick tutorial of Stream Elements. That was pretty cool, right? But yeah, all right, we fixed that problem. If you're listening and the music's really ridiculously loud, let me know. But I think it hopefully is a good level. Let's run through this stuff. Like I said, it's late. I'm tired, but there's a lot of good stuff that I want to talk about here towards the end. So and today was an interesting day, presidential debate and all that jazz. So let's see. Yesterday I published and promoted FBP 62, and as always, we're gonna link some shit in this because we need more attention. We need more eyeballs on the stuff that we're doing because there's a lot of value that we are providing. And I know that if we get more people involved and looking at these types of things, then it's going to be definitely beneficial for not just us, obviously, as brands, but, FBP, AIM, and the PM and all the stuff that I'm doing. But also, I mean, like this conversation alone here with my buddy Jared, like, there was a lot of good stuff in there, a lot of good laughs, a lot of good stories, and a lot of good insights on different things. So I'm very excited for what's to come with all this, and I just want to continue to build it. So if you want to check out those links, that's a link to Fueled by Progress, which you should bookmark that because there's going to be shirts. There's going to be shirts and a whole clothing company here at some point. We're just not there yet. So building the brand, podcasting, all that sort of stuff. Always a guest every week. It's dope. You should go check it out. That's all I can say. Processed AIM and the PM 31, and then down here I published and promoted it today at 3 p.m. So while we're here, let's just do that real quick as well. This is a beautiful website. I love it every time I look at it. It's tremendous. I love the look and feel. I love the stuff that we're doing. It's fracking awesome. This is our most recent one, Brandy and Jordan here. and I like the YouTube videos because I feel like they are, pretty good. So I will share this guy over there. Oh, that's nice. Got 4 likes. Got some people commenting. That is fucking cool to see. There we go. So I would go check that out if I were you. Please. Yeah. So after that, yesterday, Wednesday, again, Wednesday's a big day. Normally, I'm not necessarily processing the episodes, but normally it's Monday and Tuesday, but this week kind of got messed up, so it's kind of Tuesday and Wednesday. Regardless, I film, edit, publish, and promote 2 podcast episodes per week, one for FBP, one for AM and the PM. Did some of that on Wednesday. Had dinner with Amanda. Where the hell did we go? Cheesecake Factory. Bomb as usual. And then I really need an FBP guest. I hadn't scheduled one. I need to get a little bit better with that. Maybe like in the future, like planning people out like a couple weeks at a time, because I want a guest every week, and I'm just gonna screw myself one of these times because there's so many people that I want to have on, so many good, ambitious, and just like cool people that I'd love to sit down and chat with, but I just need to stay ahead of the schedule with literally scheduling, because it's all just me right now for that. So yeah, but down here. Today, I did schedule an FBP guest. It's going to be a great talk. I'm very excited for that. And that'll take place Saturday, and it'll be live on Wednesday, as usual. So excited for that. When I woke up this morning, I had to find a tech call. Still working on this project. I'm excited to share it. I'm excited to put it up on the Find a Tech site. I'm excited to kind of post a little bit about it. I haven't made a site in a while. I have worked on a lot of sites, but like as far as like from start to finish, I really do feel like this music might be a little loud. I don't know. I can't tell. Hopefully it's not. But I'm excited to share that because I love building sites. I love building sites for people. I know that I build really good shit, high quality, a lot of time, a lot of energy spent in these things, and I'm excited to continue to grow that little business that we have there and hopefully scale it to more people, and so I don't have to build all the websites. That'd be great. Even though I do enjoy it, like I said, so it's an interesting little thing there. I messaged this dude today. His name is Dean Bog. I messaged him on Instagram. He did not get back to me. I don't know how often he's on Instagram, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to his YouTube channel because he's doing some cool shit, and I like to shout out people and kind of like push, like, I don't know, like people in the direction that, any sort of direction that is, cool, ambitious. I don't know, like just anybody that's doing cool shit. I like to push people that way. So this is Dean Bog. I don't know this gentleman personally, but if you click on that link, you'll go to his YouTube channel here. And I subscribed to him a while ago because he's from Pittsburgh. Truthfully, I think he went to the University of Pittsburgh like me as well. I don't know how old he is. He's probably right around my age. And he made these videos. He made these videos that show off, as you can see here, like Mount Washington, Mount Oliver, like different neighborhoods. So it was a neighborhood series of Pittsburgh. And I've watched some of them. I haven't gotten to all of them yet, but he's a great filmmaker. I know it's a passion of his. And then I was recently, like, he had kind of taken a hiatus here. And then he had this one, which I was scared to watch at first. So he broke his ankle. It looks gnarly. I would recommend watching that video, but because it's very good video. I don't know many filmmakers. It's Casey Neistat-esque. I think he's like the Casey Neistat of Pittsburgh, at least from what I know. So I just appreciated it. And I shot him a message just saying like, hey, I'm working through your neighborhoods thing. I really enjoy what you're doing. I just like connecting with those types of people. Anybody that's like taking their passion and trying to pursue it. I really, really like that. It inspires me. It gets me going. I love to see that. And truthfully, I just sent him a couple paragraphs and a couple lines or whatever. And I said, hey, if there's, I don't know if I said like if there's anything I can do, but the point is that like when I see something that I like, somebody that's inspiring or somebody that, is doing cool shit, I like to make sure that to tell them that I am seeing what they're doing. I appreciate what they're doing. And if there's any way that I can ever help, be of assistance, I want to make sure that that's a possibility. And honestly, somebody like Dean, I would love to have him on FBP someday. So Dean, if you ever watch this, FBP, I'll probably reach out to you regardless though if you respond to me. So, but yeah, so that's dope. Go subscribe to Dean. He seems like a cool dude. Hope to meet him a little personally more. at some point. But yeah, that's what I like. So what else do we do? We scheduled that FBP guest, like I said. Very excited for that. Published and promoted AM and the PM 31. The link is in the description right here somewhere, right in these comments here. So yeah, whatever platform you're on, go check that out, please. Then we had a birthday dinner, Longhorn. Not for me, but that was dope. That was good. And then played a really bad game of hockey, like probably one of my worst hockey games ever. I don't even know if I hit the fucking net. It was terrible. We lost. Happens though. It was bittersweet because it was outside, and then it'll be the last game that I play outside until the springtime. But it was also a beautiful night to play my last game, so I don't have to worry about any shittier weather. So it happens, it's ebbs and flows of a sport, I guess, wins and losses. I don't take it too seriously. I already talked about this, but this disgusting stream starting soon scene that I will flip back to just because it's disgusting. And look at that. That is just gross. I love that. That is beautiful. So if you weren't here from the start of the stream, that is what you saw when before I started going live here. And I used that time to share the Facebook thing over and everything like that. That's great. I mean, I kind of like to do like a little tutorial on how I did that, but at the same time, I don't really know how necessary it would be, but just like there's small things in there, like those icons are from a thing called Font Awesome. So I imported the font. Well, I downloaded and then used it on there. It's just dope. I don't know. It's maybe people don't care as much, but that I just really like the way that looks. And I built that one from scratch. There was other options, but I was like, fuck that. I'm just gonna make it my own. So that's what I did. But yeah, that was cool. Did that while I watched the presidential debate. And I'm going to do this too. I don't watch the presidential debate straight up. What I've been doing is I have been going to, I watched the Bet David podcast. Patrick Bet David, another good guy that I would recommend following. I've learned a lot from him. And what I do is I watch, at least like with his time now, him and the people kind of that you saw, maybe in this little thing here. I'm not going to go into super detail, but like some of the people that he does the podcast with, he brings them in during these presidential debates, these last two presidential debates, and they sit down and they just watch it and they comment on it. And it's not just like straight up like conservative or liberal or anything like that, or Republican, Democrat. It's like kind of like five people that are all kind of like mixed, like they're in the middle, maybe right, maybe left. Like it's not just it's not like Fox News or CNN type thing. It's just kind of like people talking. Now, they are all business people. He's a CEO of an insurance agency, a large firm. So, it kind of skews capitalist, I would say. But I also tend to believe that. So that is starting to become a big contentious, I don't know. A big point for me, though, moving forward, especially with all the things that I'm trying to do here. We're businessmen, I'm doing, at the core of it, I'm doing what I love. And I actually, I'll talk about that in a little bit. I made a pretty, like a 20-minute live stream on Instagram today while I was driving. But it's become a really big thing for me because, I just believe capitalism is the way. It's worked for us. I'm not a politician. I'm not a fucking history buff, but I don't really care. All I know is that it's worked, and I genuinely don't think, this is super oversimplifying, I genuinely don't think that giving anybody anything for free teaches them anything or makes them appreciate things more or betters their situation. I just really don't. So that is why I am always for look out for yourself first, and then the world. Check on yourself, make sure that you have everything together, and then help as much as you can once you have your, that piece of your life together, for instance, whatever that piece is, and then try to share that out with everyone else, exactly what I'm trying to do here. Podcasting is a great, little tiny, simple example. As I learn more, I try to share that with people, idea there. But to bring it back to, the debate and stuff like that, I don't want to go into a crazy thing. I mean, you could watch, millions of people, go over that sort of shit. But I do have an opinion on it, and the opinion is basically that, I'm more of a capitalist. So anything that's remotely socialist or giving people free stuff and stuff like that, it's kind of a big turnoff for me because I just don't believe in that type of mindset. I know that I believe that if I work hard, I am going to progress. I'm going to move forward. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be Jeff Bezos. I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be. And I truly believe that if everybody just fucking kind of thought like that and just decided, hey, I'm just going to try to be the best that I can be, whether it's business, personally, professionally, like whatever it is, I think that the world will be a better place. And I think that it is normally on the upswing. I don't think that, this year has been fucking crazy, and like debate and politics and everything brings every weirdness out of everybody, and like every bit of, aggression. But that's just, to summarize, that's kind of what I can think. I would love to actually, though, and we might have an FBP episode at some point talking about some of the issues or some of the things that like, are brought up, like normal things, like, big things like, the economy, healthcare, environmental stuff, like all that sort of stuff. I'd like to weigh in on it. I don't know much. I'm only 24, but I do have somewhat of an opinion, and that opinion can always change. But I more than anything, and this is why I do these, I love to see, today, October 22nd, 23rd now, 2020, what did I think now, and what do I think in 10 years from now? And then you can kind of go back and forth and see like, oh, this is where I was, this is what I thought. It's fucking progress. Fueled by progress. It's documenting and seeing where you're at and how you change. I think that's phenomenal, because that's what life's all about. So yeah. Okay, so let me talk about a couple last things here. So Citi fraud. I was actually in the middle of writing a whole story, a Twitter thread, and I just decided to fucking like stop doing it because I was going to give Citi a chance to redeem themselves. I'll briefly go over it. If you were here a few days ago, there was some Citi fraud. So like somebody got my card numbers or something like that and charged some money on my card. Not a big deal. Normally you just phone them up, say, hey, look, these weren't me. Can you just cancel that card and send me a new card with new numbers and just get rid of the things, and it's all good, the charges, and we're all good. It got rid of like one or two of them, and then there's still a fucking Walmart one from Arkansas that's $155, and I didn't pay that. Like I'm squared up, but like I have $150 dollar balance or whatever from that charge, and I'm like, yo, called back today. This was like 6 days ago. I called back. I was like, hey, what's the deal here? And they said they had to transfer me over to someone else because it said that it was closed. The case was closed or something like that. They transferred me to somebody else. It was literally somebody in like overseas, so it was like an outsourced department. And I not only were they somewhat difficult to understand, I can do a pretty good job at that though, but not only that, the phone line was trash. Like it was going in and out, and then at one point I couldn't hear her anymore. Like it just stopped, and I was on the phone for 3 minutes. It went back to hold, it went back to her, and it just wouldn't work. So Citi is not the greatest. I mean, like the idea that they have to do some sort of crazy crazy sort of investigation for a fraud charge that's nowhere near me. And there were other fraud charges. It's a little ridiculous in my opinion. And I'm basing this off of the one experience that I had with Capital One, where they sent me a notification saying that I had a $26 Uber ride or something like that one time. And I got it and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I just called up and I was like, hey, yeah, I've never been in an Uber. So that wasn't me. And then they just took it off there and they sent me a new card and all was right in the world. But yeah, Citi is on my shit list right now. They better fix that because I'm not going to pay $150, and I don't even want. I just don't want the thing on there. Like it's, it just I don't understand why it can't be a little simpler, especially when there was other things. There's other charges that were. It was very confusing. So whatever, but I'll keep you updated on that bullshit. Okay, so this is exciting though. So we made some studio upgrades. We had table covers, about a 4-foot one, a 6-foot one. You can see those in those links in the chat. You can see how the new studio looks as far as the table goes and everything like that. Here's the problem. I released this episode of AM and the PM today, and I really wasn't happy with it. The content was incredible and it was really good, but the sound quality I think was definitely underwhelming, and I'm not proud of that. Because we have good equipment, we've spent a lot of money on that, and you should have good sound, especially with the podcast, obviously. But I wasn't going to stress over it because there wasn't really too much I could do, and I just iterative changes, make things better and see how you progress. But all that being said, I need to do something with that space because it's a great space. Honestly, it's really going to help us just to be more consistent and just have a place to go. But it's just so fucking echoey. I mean, it's literally plywood on the walls. So we got to do something. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and I want to make a video on this or something, because there needs to be some documentation of this. And I'm going to just say this right now. It's not really going to make a lot of sense. There's some French doors. I'm going to put some curtains over those. Those should be coming tomorrow. I want to definitely document that, like I said. And then like if you look at the episode, like we film right in front of a wall, but there's two side walls, and it's only about like, I think it's about like almost 12 feet wide. So on the side walls, again, is just plywood. So we're going to put, I just purchased 2 curtain rods and 2 like long curtains. So I can put 2 black curtains on the sides. And then I don't know what I'm going to do on the back yet. Either another curtain or some like sound paneling. And we'll kind of see what happens there. And then if I have to, I really don't want to. If I have to do something on the ceiling and the floor, I will. I'm really not trying to do that though, but they are hard surfaces. So hopefully that's enough, but we shall see. So that is the studio upgrades. We need to get a new camera too, because that thing keeps shitting the bed on me, but just keeps overheating, which is really aggravating. But I guess I'm not supposed to record in 4K for like 2 hours in a row. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so we're doing all that. Like I said, just keep grinding, keep doing the thing. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from this, and I want to continue to do that. So if you ever want to be a guest on FBP, or if you want to be a guest couple on AM the PM, reach out to me. Be more than happy, to have people on. We're always looking for cool guests. So that is what we're doing there. And then I don't remember. Let me go to quit retirement real quick. So actually, we can go over to my Instagram right here. And this is it. 140. Is that legit? Holy fuck. We're not going to watch all this. This is 20 minutes. That's impressive. How does that even work though? Like, is it actually 140 people watch the whole thing? What's that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. How can I share this? Copy link to this. You should go follow my Instagram is what you should do. But I will send, I guess I can, I don't know. I don't know if that works. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work. So we're not even going to do that. What we're going to do is we're just going to do the Instagramo link here. And yeah, so anyway, this was a live that I did. I was on my way to Longhorn and I was driving, and I hope the audio is okay. I didn't really listen to it actually, but if 140 people like at least looked at it and played it, then I guess it wasn't extremely bad. But anyway, it was a live that I did, and I was just talking about some stuff actually. You know what? I'm going to link this here because I didn't link it over there. Where is it? Right here. Here it is. So this is this guy. He's called Beat the Bush. That is his thing. I think his real name is Francis. But he's this dude that lives out in, that's a funny still frame. But he lives out in San Francisco, if I do remember correctly. And he puts out a lot of financial content. So I've watched him for a long time. Not every single video, because like he's kind of like extreme in some of the ways that he like tries to be frugal and things like that, and just kind of like unnecessary. But for the last year, I'm paraphrasing this 20-minute video, which you should watch because I think it's valuable. But if not, whatever. But basically, he goes over this idea of FIRE, which is financially independent, retire early. He's been doing it for a year after he worked 10 years and made enough money so he could do that. And he said he quit retirement because he doesn't know what the fuck to do. And I am absolutely 100% unsurprised, because that is stupid as fuck in my opinion. Like, why is the goal to retire? The goal should be to do shit that you love for your entire life. And if you just find something that makes some money, you can do that. Like, it's like, I don't know why it's that hard. Like, who wants to just do nothing? Does anybody actually get long-term enjoyment from doing absolutely nothing? Because I fucking know that I don't. Okay, like I've seen so many people that just want to sit around and do nothing. They'll watch TV or they'll do whatever for extended periods of time. It fucking ruins them. Like, yeah, it's cool. I'm not saying you can't have a day off, you can't have like a week off, go on vacation. That's not what I'm saying. Try doing that for like a fucking year or longer. Like, what the fuck? And then also, you're gonna do that. You're gonna work for 40 years, and then that's your reward when you're 65 and you can barely walk, and like you're getting older every by the second basically, and you're just like you're on the back nine, we'll say, right? Nothing against old people, but you're on the back nine. Like, that sounds like the worst fucking prize that I can think of. So I don't know. That's not me. I kind of go over it in that video, and I just hate to see people do that, because I'm a really big believer in the idea that you have to have something to work towards, to work on a process and a progress to move forward. Because if you don't have that, then what the fuck, man? Like, what are you doing? Where's your fulfillment? Where's your meaning? So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know, just my thoughts. Okay, and then the last thing that I'll put in here, actually, well, I'll talk about this real quick. I talked about this the other day, but I want to redo the Find a Tech site, which, you know what the fuck, we will post that link in here as well. So Find a Tech, if you need a website, boom, hit Find a Tech up, because we'll build your shit for you. And this is that, like I said, this is the company that I am working. This is my company, and this is the company that I build websites under. And I'm working on a project right now, so super excited about that. I want to redo this website to some degree, though. Maybe the whole thing, maybe not all of it, but this was like one of the first ones that I did, which is kind of funny. And yeah, I have some more ideas, so we'll see what happens there. But I have some pieces here and some ideas that can go for like a doc or a course or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I remember now. This is going to be the last thing. So I hate social media companies, and why don't we switch to something cooler for this last little monologue? Because I fucking love streaming. So here's the thing. I don't want to shit on the example that I saw and like the company and the whole thing. So I'm not going to name any names. I'm just going to try to like explain what I saw and why I didn't like it. I saw an example of a company that does like podcasting and like social media and all sorts of stuff, and like they're a brand, and it seems like a local brand here in Pittsburgh, and it seems like they have some sort of a following. I don't remember how big it was, but it was more than mine. I mean, it's more than, it's more than what I do and stuff like that. So again, I'm, kind of like picking on a bigger guy here or whatever. But the point is that I went on to their Instagram. I was attracted there via like a podcast, went on their Instagram, tried to find the brand, went on the Instagram. And it was like a bunch of posts, and I was like reading like what they do in the description, and I was like, what the fuck do you do? Like it's like social media. I need to almost bring it up. I don't want it to say what it is, like I said, but I want to bring it up just so I can kind of like remember how ridiculous it sounded. Because I don't understand, like, social media and like social experiences, online events. I hate these type of companies that like what is the actual thing? And maybe I could absolutely just be misinformed and just uneducated in this. But like, what is the point of like a social media company or something like, are you managing people's social media? Are you doing like just other stuff? I don't know. The reason I don't like it is not because I don't like that company or I don't like the companies in general. I just think that there's certain industries and niches that lend themselves to being like extremely, how would you put it? I just get emails all the time from like bullshit things like that, like saying, oh, we can get you more followers, or we can get you this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, look, you don't have a fucking magic formula. Like, maybe you could teach me, but you can't just get them for me. Like, I could pay for more Instagram followers, but then one, I'd be a fucking idiot because I wouldn't have the engagement there, because those aren't like, actual real people or real people that want to follow your shit. That's the first problem. And then you just have this idea where it's like, well, how do you have all those followers? Like, what did you do to get all those followers on Instagram, but nobody knows you anywhere else? Like, yeah, you fucking paid for them. So that's what I mean is like, there's no shortcuts, and And I'm all for help. So if that's what like those companies do, then bravo. But ultimately, I've always thought this, even back to my days as a real estate agent. Not as I wasn't a real estate agent, but in the real estate agent, real estate industry, and like dealing with real estate agents. It's like these people think that they need like a fucking army to do stuff. And while I'm trying to do that, like I'm trying to get more people involved in the things that I do, it's like, who do you think is going to be able to do social media better than you? Like your personal social media. You can absolutely train somebody to do it, but it's like you can't just hire a company and just have them put out random shit. The reason that some of my things are well received, or I think they're good, is because they're fucking from me. They're not from somebody else. They're from me, right? And they're my opinions, they're my views, they're my experiences. You can't can the content and just have random garbage up there. You can't have that, and it's hard for somebody else to manage that unless you have some chemistry with them and you've like talked to them, you understand the things that you're doing and everything like that. So again, kind of my thoughts on that. I don't know. You tell me what you think. But the social media companies that just like kind of do like fluff bullshit, not worth it in my opinion. But if they're making money, keep doing it. That's what I believe in as well. So that's all I got for you guys. That was 2 days of decent amount of work there. I have the opportunity tomorrow to have a big day. Depending on what happens though with the restaurant thing, I think I'm going to sell a hockey net tomorrow, and I think I have all the entire afternoon and night free for the most part. I have some items coming for the studio that I might hook up, might do some stuff there, and then I'm really trying to work on the MJS site. I haven't shown you it today because it didn't really come up, but markjosephszymanski.com, it's coming along. Hopefully, I had a tentative date by November for it to be done. Don't know if we're gonna make it there, but it's always gonna be a work in progress because that thing is a fucking monster. I really like the content and the quality and the amount of stuff, the hub that we're building there. I'm very excited about it, and I'm excited to share that with all you guys. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I need to go to sleep now because it's almost 2 a.m. But as always, thank you for the support. If you ever have any questions about the things that I'm doing or just in general, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at any of the social medias in the world. Mark J. Szymanski. Everywhere. That is awesome. I'm very proud of that. So thank you again, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.